Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to a Thursday night edition of More Than Just a Game. Chris Pena, Rockwall County Game Day. It's good to be back with everyone. It's been a little bit longer break than we would like to have taken, but we are back and here nonetheless. This segment brought to you by Rockwall Ford. Shop the Rock. Rockwall Ford never looking better. We've got tons of trucks and cars out here. If you're in the need for a new car, truck, SUV, Rockwall Ford is the place. Jeff Hicks and his squad, they will certainly take care of you. And as I always say, they're not just a sponsor. I'm a customer. I've bought a couple of trucks from Rockwall Ford, and they've been great to me. And I just love everything about this place. I think we're in our fourth or fifth year of a partnership with Rockwall Ford, so we really appreciate them. And as always, the local businesses that support the kids in the community, which is exactly what Rockwall Ford's doing by supporting a show like this. We can't do things like this without them. But if you've been to any of the schools that are around here, you will see Rockwall Ford doing lots of great things for kids in the community. And if they're supporting your kids, hopefully you're giving them an opportunity to earn your business out here at Rockwall Ford. Okay, so obviously we started a little bit later. Typically we start the show around 5 o'clock, but we're just I'm getting back into things, and so we have a short show tonight. We'll cover a few things next week. We're gonna really get into a lot of the stuff that's going on in the public side of things. You have soccer. That playoff battle is underway. Basketball is ending the near of their regular season for public schools, and there's some it's a tight race, and we'll talk about those just a little bit tonight before we get into our first and only guest of the evening. That would be the Lady Lions, Providence basketball. They are a private school here in Rockwall. The Lady Lions, they've accomplished some really cool things, some things that are first time in school history. So they'll join us in about 10 or 15 minutes. They're here now. So we will catch up with them and talk about their season. As I know, playoffs are set to start for them pretty soon. And I know that they did wrap up district not long ago. Just very quickly. So let me. I don't have any graphics up for it yet. We'll have more of those next week. Soccer. If you're keeping track of what's going in around in soccer, about a week ago, I think January 27th, I think is when these rankings. Just a few days ago, the 6A boys rankings came out, and Rockwall currently ranked third in the state, and right there in the mix of things would be Rockwall Heath, ranked 19th in the state, and of course Tyler Legacy, who is in this district, they're number 11 in the state. So and their standings, if you look at what's going on in the boys standings for soccer, let me go over there. Let's see. Tyler Legacy right now 2-0 in district. Rockwall Heath 1-0 in district. Forney 1-1 in district. Rockwall at 1-1 in district. So they're just getting going in the district side of things, and it's going to be between Rockwall and Rockwall Heath and Tyler Legacy. Obviously, Forney already has a win in the district. That's going to be a fun district to look after, and I can't wait to get out some games pretty soon. On the basketball side of things, so first off, there's a big soccer match coming up. Basketball match tomorrow night. Rockwall Heath, they will visit Rockwall at 7 o'clock. The boys basketball team, and right now, the way that district is shaping up, Tyler Legacy 7-2, Rockwall Heath 7-2, Rockwall 6-2. Roy City hanging on to that fourth playoff spot at 5-4. So a lot on the line tomorrow. for the boys basketball, the game at Rockwall with the Heath Hawks coming in at 7-2, and that's going to go a long way to decide who ultimately takes over and wins this district. Tyler Legacy looking like they have a tiebreaker over Rockwall Heath, I believe, at the moment. So. Some good stuff coming up for boys basketball. On the girls' side, Tyler Legacy leading that district 10-1, Rockwall at 8-2, North Forney 6-4, Longview 5-5, Rockwall Heath at 3-7. Probably need to close out strong, and same with Roy City at 3-8, and get a little help from Longview to snatch the final spot in the playoffs. So lots of soccer and basketball coming up for us over the next few weeks, and then I know playoffs will get started. I know wrestling. I need to contact some of my sources for wrestling, and I know they started their district tournament. Rockwall Heath and Rockwall. I know they started district tonight or today. I believe that'll go on again tomorrow. So we'll see where they're at, and depending on schedule for tomorrow, I might try to get out there and cover some wrestling to finish out district, and of course regionals and states, and then tomorrow night for sure I'll be at the Rockwall versus Heath boys basketball game. It should be a good one. I know that first game they played was really close, and so I expect nothing else. It'll be an incredible atmosphere for a Friday night basketball game this late in district play, especially how tight things are in that district. I know I expect a really good game, so I'm excited to get out and watch Rockwall and Heath. Other than that, so we'll next week. Next week we'll have some fun. It's Super Bowl week next week, so we'll hopefully I'll have James Branch and Kevin Wingfield in here beside me, and we can talk some football and give our thoughts on Super Bowl and how everything's played out in the NFL. Just kind of how we do it. We're just we might even talk a little bit recap on some of the college basketball stuff, college football stuff, and give our thoughts on how that season ended. Baseball season is pretty much underway. I know there were some games going on already. I think there's a game tomorrow here locally. I've got to double check my schedule. I've already done my schedule for baseball for the month of February, and I think I have like 16 games on the schedule. Of course, the Jet Williams Award is big, for us and for so many. And Jet. If you don't know, Jet, 2-3 years ago, he was the number 14 overall pick to the New York Mets, graduate out of Heath High School. And, he's had an incredible offseason. I've seen him plenty this offseason. He looks ready to go, and I know that he's planning on this being the year that he gets called up to the majors to play with the Mets. And so I know he's set to leave for spring training and get with the big club, the big boy team in the next week or so. And so, baseball, we'll keep track of all that so that we can start trying to figure out who's going to be the this year's finalist for the Jet Williams Award and things like that. And it's just it's one of my favorite things that we do all year, and I'm excited to get going in the baseball world. Okay, so as I mentioned, in just a moment, I'm going to take a quick break, and then in just a moment, we're going to bring on Providence Academy, the Lady Lions basketball team, and they are District 3 1A champs, first district title in school history, and they I know how proud they must be and that school must be, and so we'll catch up with them, and we'll have their assistant coach on with us as well. Chris Pena, Rockwall County Game Day. It's good to be back. This is it's been a why it's such a long break. I think we were trying to get back about a week ago or so, and it's just been if you follow me personally on social media, I live on social media, and it's kind of a therapeutic for me. But yeah, we lost my niece probably it's on January 22nd, and it's just been a really hard deal for me personally and my family, and she lives here in Texas, but she was in Colorado when she passed, and so trying to get her back, it's been a whole. It's just been it's been a difficult time, but we are we're just trying to get through it all and keep our faith and say our prayers and move on. And I was just eager to get back on the show and do something so that we could if I keep my mind busy, then hopefully I can just figure a way throughout all this mess. We were gonna have a show last night, and of course some, I'll just call it some technical difficulties prevented us from doing that. And so I decided, hey, we'll do it on Thursday. We'll bring in the Lady Lions tonight and get going and get back into the swing of things. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we'll be joined by the Lady Lions over at Providence Academy. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwall4.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
Okay, we're back. We're live here at Rockwall Ford. Chris Pena. We are joined by the Lady Lions basketball team, Providence Academy, here in Rockwall. If you don't know about Providence Academy, they are they're a smaller school that started. Coach, about how many years ago now are we? Is Providence about 4 or 5 years ago? And so we are just. First of all, thank you guys for joining us. The Lady Lions have had a special season, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. We always like to celebrate the accomplishments and talk about what's next, and so this is a really cool deal for us. So thank you guys for coming.
Sure.
Coach, you introduce yourself as Wayne. What's your last name, Coach?
Orchard.
Coach Orchard. Coach, thanks for coming on. First off, I know you're one of the coaches for the Lady Lions. Can you just tell me a little bit about this year and just how proud you are of what the accomplishments are?
Yeah, these girls have really come together, playing very hard at a top level, and not only just within the basketball time frame of the game, but every single practice they bring it, and it's just been a pleasure to see this talent rise to the top.
When you talk about the first year of accomplishing something like a district championship and things like that, are those are they goals that hey, I know what kind of talent we have, this is possible for us, or is it just something that kind of snuck up on you, and as the season progressed you felt like, boy, this is a real thing, like we have a real opportunity here?
Yeah, well, our head coach James Vallier, he's put in a lot of work with these girls. I've come on recently, but I've known this team for a long time. And when you look back at 4 years ago or 3 years ago when they didn't win a single game, and to now, but even last year, and that's why I asked James, to come on, because I saw the talent. I know what these girls can do, and I think they don't even know what they can do.
The challenge of it all, is because when you're a smaller school, is finding players that not only can start and make an impact on the court, but then you have role players that are come in and are able to fill in and make their presence known, even if it's a leadership role, just setting examples in practice, or when injuries or things happen, players have to step up. How difficult is that? Is that been for this program to build up to where you are now?
Well, I think because of the relationship these girls build within the school, they're kind of attracting that pool of players. We have a very good bench. We play at a high tempo press, and it's just go go go. And the reason we can do that is because we have the bench that we have, and they really have bought into that. Of, hey, I'm coming out, well, because I'm going to come out for a couple of minutes and I'm right back in there.
Yeah, the Lady Lions, they are District 3 1A champs. It's the first district title in school history. 16-2 at the time that I saw this. Is it still? Yeah, 16-2. And then it's also earned them a top 5 state ranking, this year. Coach, before I move on to the girls, I've got a few team captains here that we'll talk to in just a second. What's kind of next? Where are you guys as far as when playoffs start and things like that, or have already missed that and playoffs have begun?
No, so we have 2 more games and then into playoffs. We because of being the district champs, we get a bye, in the first round, and then we're looking for area and regional. Again, these girls can go to state, no doubt.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks. I appreciate Coach, you chiming in and just kind of letting us know what's going on. I want to get to a few of the players. We've got Piper, we've got Katie, and we got Kylie, and all 3 are captains on this team. Interesting that we have a senior, we have a sophomore as a captain, and a junior, right? And typically, when you see underclassmen as sophomores, it's to being a captain, it says a lot about what you bring on the court. I want to start with Piper, the senior. Just tell me, we brought up how this program has progressed, and where you girls are at. When you started the season, from where you were from like day 1 practice, if you can remember that, to now, how proud are you of the progress that y'all have been able to have to make?
Pretty proud. We ended last year. We got a first round of playoffs, and after that, like our team, we knew like we're gonna go far next year. We're only gaining more experience, more talent. We're only working harder. We didn't really ever stop practicing. Like we go through whole summer. We did spring, and then we jumped right back in the winter. And all that hard work, it really shows through our team. Our progress it's insane every year. Especially if you compare to the first year we played as a team to now, 16-2 is incredible to achieve as a team.
It really is, and a lot of that I would think comes from experiencing some of that adversity, going through the hard times. It kind of builds thick skin, calluses, and kind of makes you kind of appreciate how far you've come. Because I tell people all the time, a lot of times it's about the journey, right? The result is what it is, win or lose, but it's how you get there, and it's how you build as a team and build these memories with all these girls beside you. This year, though, when you talk about wins and losses, what was it that you knew that you had a good team, you knew that, hey, we could win this year, but when did you feel like you felt like, okay, we have something chemistry wise, like it's working this year, and we could experience something really special all the way through? Was there a specific tournament, or was there a specific game where it's like, okay, we've arrived?
Oh, yeah, we played a game recently. I think it was in December. Against a team we just weren't supposed to win. Not that we weren't gonna be able to perform, but like statistics wise, we weren't supposed to, and we dominated that game from the beginning. And after that, it was like, okay, we're working here. We got something cooking, and it was probably our best game we've played, and it was really special to experience when you have those kind of games, those kind of moments.
And then finally, just this team, your role as a captain. Just how much have you, loved that role, especially being your senior year? Just how special has it, been for you personally?
It's pretty special, but also like as such a tight knit team, there isn't really much of a level above as a captain, and as this is the first year we're having a senior graduate on the team, so that it's a little more special too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good luck to you, and congratulations to this point. I know there's lots of work to do, and goals have been set, but it's awesome to see that you've gone through it, right? You've gone through it, and you've put in the work, and all the steps that needed to be taken to get to this point. You've experienced that. That's going to go a long way for you later on. Katie, you're a sophomore and a captain. First off, just tell me personally just what this year has been like for you.
I mean, it's been amazing. Like, one of my funnest years for sure, playing basketball. The team chemistry that we have, it's amazing. Like, if I ever get frustrated in a game, I know they're all going to pick me back up, and I try to do the same, especially having, like, a leadership role, which I recently got, and thank you guys. But, yeah, this year's been great. 16-2 is, like she said, insane, and I'm super proud of where we are right now.
Coach Valle, the head coach for this squad, as Coach mentioned just a minute ago, his dedication and what he's brought to the program, how important, has Coach and everyone who's had a hand in this been to you girls this year and really the years leading up to it?
I mean, we wouldn't be here without them. The effort and, like, the dedication that, like, our coaches have is amazing. They're always, like, if there's a day where we're tired and don't want to do it, they pick us back up, and they don't cancel practices just because, like, they're dedicated, and they're like, we get out there every day and we practice. In the spring, even, like, when most teams aren't practicing, he'll still, like, plan training things with other people, even if he can't be there. But
I know that, especially, being a smaller school and you're still working on facilities and, having a place to call home, and you have to go use places like the Rise and different things to practice. Is that challenging, for you girls to have to go other places and just not have that place to call home? Or have you just say, hey, it is what it is. We're here to play basketball?
I mean, I feel like we adapt pretty well, even though it may be insanely hot in that building. I feel like the fact that we know next year that there is going to be a building, it, like, kind of helps us just to know that we have that next year. So right now we're kind of just okay at where we're at, I feel like.
And as finally, as you girls get set for the playoffs and gone everything through this year, what's been kind of the motto? What's been the message that you girls have really just tried to stay focused on to get you to this point?
I know our coach, he always says, like, win or lose, it is what it is, and just move on to the next game. And I mean, you practice how you play. Obviously, I feel like that's a big motto that we have, and we practice hard and we play hard. And whatever win or lose, coach is always like proud, and we always pick up from that.
Before we move on to Kylie, your favorite moment this year, if you have one up to this point.
I would say probably the first district game that we had. It was just like I knew that like how far we came just proved like how good of a team that we are, and like the progress that we've made since last year, because it's been a lot harder like last year, I feel like, than this year, and we've just improved so much, and that game like just showed that to me, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you up to and congratulations for everything up to this point. As I mentioned to Piper, I know lots of things ahead of you, but especially as sophomore, right? But I know you want to focus in on this year and this postseason. So good luck to you, Kylie. As a captain, I'm just curious to what you feel like your role has been on this team, and how you've embraced all that.
I haven't been a captain very long, but I feel like it's been really good. I feel like Piper said earlier, it's not really like we're a step above. It's just we're all a team and we're all together either way.
And you say you haven't been a captain very long. What do you think, got you there? What was it from your teammates and coaches that said, got you that title?
I feel like it was my hard work. I've been working hard my whole basketball career. And one of my goals is just to get better each season, and I feel like that's what got me there.
As you look towards postseason, and you've earned the right to have a bye and things like that, how do you stay focused on the next chapter and forget about everything else? Right, everybody that starts the postseason, they're 0-0, and what you did prior to that really will be celebrated, and it's exciting, but now you want to take the next step. What is it that you girls have been working on to try and get to that next step?
We've just been working hard on doing better and improving on those things that we know we maybe didn't do as well in other games, and looking back at the games and watching film and just seeing what we did so that we can improve on that better in the postseason, and hopefully not make a lot of the same mistakes.
What's been the difference as far as when you're winning and you're the top team, especially in the district, and you know that you walk into a gym and you're a team that's going to have to be paid attention to and respected. Has there been a difference of that, a little different swagger, that when you walk into a gym knowing that you girls are capable of beating anybody?
I feel like it's definitely a thing of humility. Like, we know we can do it, but you also, if you get too confident, I feel like sometimes it just backfires. So I feel like we are good at like knowing we can win, but we have to take that like.
You just have to. Yeah, I mean, you have to take it slow, and you have to understand the moment. I know that. I mean, and I think if players understand that and just enjoy, I harp on it. I'm like, if you just enjoy the journey, if you're just, I tell my son this all the time. He's 13. He's a soccer player, and I'm just like, man, some days you just don't look like you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, then I think it affects your play, right? So if a team can go out there and just have good chemistry and just have fun and just enjoy the moment, then you can go a long way. And as a team, you can go a really long way. So good luck to you the rest of the way, Coach. Just really quick, Coach, on these girls. Just how proud of them, you and Coach Valle, and we have another assistant coach back here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Barnes.
Barnes? Yeah, Coach, how proud you are of these three?
Not just these three, but the entire team. God has given them a talent, just to walk, right? Well, they've taken it beyond that, and to embrace what God has given you, to go out and expose that, whether it's on the court or throughout the world. I mean, I can't be more proud of them.
Yeah, it's a special time for female athletes, especially in basketball, with all the attention that players have given the WNBA, especially coming out of college when you have talk about Caitlin Carkin. There's so many other athletes, right? But me especially, just as somebody who's just now starting to pick up on the sport on the female side, and it's really cool to see. And now you're starting to see that feed into some of the youth leagues and some of the high school and things like that. And certainly, it's awesome to see when the girls are just working their butts off and getting the attention that, quite frankly, they should have gotten a long time ago. So, ladies, congratulations to you. Good luck to you. Do we want to change out? Do we want to get some other girls on? Yeah, come on up. Coach, I don't know if you want to switch with Coach Barnes and let him come on. It's up to you. All right. So I had the benefit of writing their names down before we started, and because I'm terrible, I butcher names and I forget names, so forgive me. We'll get to your names as we come. Coach Barnes, obviously one of the assistant coaches here on this squad. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on a great season and what you accomplished. On the district title, first in school history. I know that everyone involved with Providence is super proud of that, and I know the boys have done well as well. So we need to give them a shout out, and we need to maybe get them on soon enough. Coach, from your perspective, how much fun it's been to see some success and see all the hard work finally starting to pay off at this point.
Yeah, it's just been a tremendous journey. I've been with I have daughters in this school, and so I've been part of the journey. And for our sophomore here, I coached her when she was in middle school, and many of these girls from middle school on up. And so seeing the development of their skills personally, and then seeing the chemistry of the team grow together, has just been a tremendous blessing.
I think the rewarding part on the coaches' side, didn't all the coaches, is you can preach the message, you can try to teach work ethic, you can try to build some team bonding, but at the end of the day, it's players led. Players are the ones that have to decide what happens on the court. How gratifying is it just to see it all play out and think, wow, they've listened, and maybe I made an impact, and then you get to learn something along the way from them as far as how they approach the game and practice and things like that. How rewarding has that part been of it? Just stepping back and seeing, man, we got through. We're doing something right.
Oh yeah, it's definitely rewarding. The buy-in that we get from these ladies is tremendous. Their dedication to the work during season, but like they talked about earlier, the spring practices, the summer open gyms, and then hitting it again in the fall. Like their dedication is really what sets them apart. That's one of the things that's like allowed them to build up the program. And then their dedication to one another as teammates is another thing that I think not all teams get to enjoy, as the luxury that we have of they actually like each other and they want to play with each other.
It's important.
And they like to go out and eat together, ride on the bus together. Or ride in the van. It's just really neat to see the team chemistry grow in relationships and in execution on the floor.
We're talking with the Lady Lions over at Providence Academy. They are 16-2 on the year. They finished first in district 3-1A TAPS, and it's their first district title in school history. They're currently ranked in the top 5 in state, and I know that's a awesome accomplishment. Before I get to the girls, Coach, last question: has anything surprised you? Has anything surprised you about this year?
I knew that we had an opportunity for a lot of success based on what I saw in the off season and in the building of the program. I think a couple of things that have surprised me. One is how much I've enjoyed the losses, because really the losses that we've had have really pointed out some specific areas that we need to work on. And without those losses, we would be ill-equipped when it came to playoff time. And so I'm really thankful at the lessons that we've been able to learn from those losses, because I would much rather be the 16-2 team than an 18-0, because now, again, it keeps us humble and striving, but it also teaches us those valuable lessons.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a interesting thing, the undefeated seasons and teams that never really experience adversity and have the opportunity to learn some of those lessons that you're talking about. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, you learn a lot. Although it does sound like just based off previous years, that's where some of those losses and failing and trying to get to where you are now just kind of played into that, right? I mean, those were lessons along the way, and now you learn those lessons, but you're able to bounce back quicker, I think, from if you have a defeat, you can pinpoint why a lot quicker than maybe in years past. So congratulations. Who do we have right here next to Coach?
Reagan.
Reagan, how you doing, Reagan? What year are you?
Junior.
Junior. Just Reagan, I'd like to just personally, how much fun this year has been for you, as part of this basketball team.
It's been really, really great. This has been by far the best season out of the three. We've had really great accomplishments. We've been really proud. We won district champs for the first time, which is an amazing accomplishment. And we've also had those times where we realize, hey, we need to come take a step back and learn from our mistakes. And that's been really great for us. I know, especially for me, like going back even after the game and being like, where did we go wrong, and learning from our mistakes. And because of that, being able to improve and be better, especially for playoffs. And that's what's been really great.
I talked about it just a second ago. I mentioned it, really it's player-led, right? It's the players at the end of the day have to take accountability and figure things out. Working with this group and this team on the court and, fighting during the game and just trying to make sure that you're continuously communicating and understanding your roles. What kind of challenges has that been for you?
I mean, in reality, we've all made mistakes and everybody has their off days. I mean, I know I've had mine and I know other people have, but in reality, for me, how I approach it is that I encourage people. I don't really be like, I don't point like, hey, you did this wrong. Like, hey, you need to work on this. But no, like when you give them confidence and give them encouragement during the games, that helps them in ways that you don't really even see. And I think that is how it is whenever it gets frustrating. Yes, you have those frustrating moments, especially when the game's so close and you're like, you want to win this game. You always want to win. And yeah, that's kind of how I approach it.
The Lady Lions. When do you girls start playoffs? When does that come around for you? So you have a bye, the first round bye, and then so what? You got probably about a week.
So about a week and a half.
About a week and a half. Okay, so there's a little lag time. Will you play any practice warm-up games in between then? So you do have some kind of games that you'll just to stay fresh. All right. Lastly, just kind of your favorite moment this year. How much it could be bus rides or van rides. What about this year kind of stands out to you?
I share with Piper. My favorite moment was that game that we weren't expecting to do really great, and we came in and dominated. I think that was the first time us as a team realized, hey, we are able to accomplish way greater than what we thought we could. And we worked so well as a team. We had our challenges during that game, but we overcame them in the game, which helped us gain the win that we did. And so, yeah.
That'll go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
That'll go a long way this year and next year. Just everything you girls are accomplishing is really building for the future. And so, whatever happens, and hopefully, you're holding the trophy and you're playing the last game of the year. But certainly, all these moments and everything that's happening right now is all about the future. And building and building and building. And one day you'll come back and say, yeah, I was part of why the Lady Lions are so dominant and such a program that everybody wants to be part of, because I was there in the beginning to help. So congratulations to this point. Let me get your name.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, what year are you?
Sophomore.
Caitlin, as a sophomore, just your role on this team, and are y'all young? Would you consider your team young? So you're going to graduate your first senior, but do you have a lot of seniors and on this team?
One senior.
One
Piper,
senior.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've seen this before where it's just so young, and and you're starting to have success, and that's just super exciting for the future, not only now but in the future. Just what's it been like, coming on, this team as a sophomore, and just your role on the team. Just how much fun has it been for you?
It's been an amazing season, and it's been great to be with all these girls and on this team. And it's so funny because back in middle school, I had no interest in sports whatsoever. And like I would be the last person you'd see playing a sport. And they needed someone to have a team, so I ended up playing. And I stuck with it, and I really enjoyed it, and just being with these teams and just playing these games, it's been amazing.
There's so many lessons to be learned in that, and being a part of a team, and all the things that you can learn along the way by being part of a team. What have you learned, about being part of a team, and making that decision to say, I'm going to play some sports?
A lot of it is confidence, having confidence in myself to believe that I could do it, and really just the friendships that come from playing sports is like no other. The bond that we just all get with each other, we're just so close and tight-knit, and it really is the best environment I've ever been in.
When you found yourself in position as a team to win a district title, and that moment comes, just what was it like for you when that happened?
I was just so proud of everyone, and that we'd come here, and just from being a team where in the past few years we just haven't really won, or playing in middle school, we could get hard on ourselves. It was just great to be there, and I'm just so proud.
Yeah, it's amazing accomplishment, and so congratulations, and good luck to you going forward. I appreciate you coming on and talking. We have, what's your name? Faith. Thanks for coming on, Faith. Faith, what year are you? Junior. Okay. This year, I kind of asked this question early on, but where you girls started from when this season officially kicked off, that first official practice to now, has anything surprised you about this team, and as far as how good you girls have gotten over this year?
I knew going into it we were probably going to have a lot of success just from like everything that we worked hard for, and I knew it was going to be a great season because I like love this team, and it's been like amazing. So I mean, it was
when you talk about team chemistry, again, I feel like that's a player led. I feel like that's up to you girls to the coaches can put you in the right spots and they can say the right things, but you have to take the time to get to know the girls next to you, and to buy in for them. And so many times it's not even about the name on the front of your jersey or the name on the back of your jersey. It's just about the girl to your left and to your right, and playing for them. Just your approach to team chemistry, and how are you girls able to just build something that seems like it's really special?
I mean, we see each other all the time at school, and we all know each other. We're so close, and we always talk to each other, and like the tournaments that we have are so fun, and just like going out to eat after and having those little moments, it's just so like special, and you have to like cherish every single moment that you get.
Yeah, we were talking with the Lady Lions. They're a top 5 team in the state, 16-2. They win their first district title in District 3 1A. So congratulations. Good luck to you. And good luck to you girls the rest of the way. I know it's a nervous time. It's exciting. There's tons of emotions, but you just stick to what you know, and keep playing your style of basketball, and believe in each other, and a little prayer, and maybe the ball bouncing your way a little bit doesn't hurt as well. So good luck to you. Do we have anybody else that wants to jump on? We'll go. We got a couple. All right. We change some headsets here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. You should be able to hear. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it's too loud, you can let me know. Can you bring your mic down just there you go. Perfect. All right. We'll start on this end this time. Can you tell me your name?
Avery.
Avery, what year are you, Avery?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman. So we have how many freshmen do we have on this squad? One, two,
We have
three freshmen. Hey, I mean, you're a freshman. Not only are you gaining some crazy experience right now as a freshman, that's going to go a long way in this program. But I'm sure you're learning a lot along the way, especially from some of the one senior, or is that right? One senior and some of the juniors. What's the experience been like for you this year as a freshman?
It's been pretty great. Everyone is so welcoming, and I know I won't be made fun of or anything for making a mistake. They're just there to help and support me to know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think freshmen are going to make mistakes, and it's just up to the team to rally around and be ready to pick a teammate up when those things happen. Personally, just what has this year been like for you?
It's been great. I have gotten more playing time than I expected, and the coaches have been there to help build my skill, and I can see that they know that I can go far, and just knowing that they have that trust in me.
Yeah, Coach. When you talk about freshmen on the team and you talk about depth on the bench and never knowing when you're going to need a player to step in at any moment, especially when you get to the playoffs, just how important is it to have young players on the team that have the entire year to learn what's going on so they can be ready if their number's called?
Well, I think it's a tremendous benefit that we have freshmen all the way to seniors, because they that's one of the things Coach Valle always does, is allows the even middle school group to practice in the summers with in the open gym with upperclassmen, and so they get to know each other and get to see the work ethic that these upperclassmen bring to the table, and they're like, man, I've got a lot to live up to, but hey, I want to be like her. I want to be able to shoot like her, dribble like her,
100%.
Those types of things, and so. It's important to our program to continue to develop the next level so that they can contribute at a high level in our program. And Avery's done a great job this year. She's very humble, and doesn't demand. I've got to, you got to put me in, Coach. I'm not getting my minutes or anything like that. But she comes in, she has a great shot, and she just continued to build her skill level, her knowledge of. When to shoot, when to pass, when to, take it to the bucket. So it's great to have freshmen on the team as well.
Well, Avery, congratulations. Good luck to you. What's been this year, if you can think of a moment, what's been something that you just was one of these tournaments or one of these games that stuck out to you that's like, man, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to experience it.
Yeah, I think our tournament this year was just a lot of fun. To be able to sit on the sidelines, even not in our own games, and just get invested on the other teams playing, and picking which one you're cheering for, and getting up and screaming when they make a shot, and yeah, that was just really enjoyable.
Well,
build those friendships.
Congratulations! Good luck to you the rest of the way, and I know playoff time is going to be a fun time for you. What's your name and what's your class?
I'm a junior, and my name is Ashlyn.
Ashlyn, welcome, Ashlyn. Ashlyn, this year, just give me your thoughts on this year. And 16-2, that's a heck of accomplishment. A district title, first in school history. You'll forever be part of that, and that'll go down in history. How special is that to you?
It's just amazing how far we've come from losing all of the games to winning so many. And I'm just so proud of us and how we've come together as a team and really grown our relationships together.
I mean, we talk about losing all your games, right? And then and now experiencing this. They're two. They couldn't be two opposite things, right? But what did you learn from it? It can be losing. Losing isn't fun, right? We talk about the journey, and I talk about it's more than wins and losses. But at some point, you want it for your teammate. You want it for the school. You want it for the hard work that you're putting in, and it's just not coming. But now it's starting to come. So what did you learn from that experience of experiencing one side to the other?
Honestly, that we should work hard in every game, and we should always learn something from them and not take winning for granted.
Yeah, 100%. Congratulations. You looking forward to the playoffs?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm sure you're really excited. Good luck to you, and thanks for stopping by. Get your name and your class.
My name's Shelby, and I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Shelby, just kind of same things. Just how much have you enjoyed this year, and how much fun have you had personally?
I've had a lot of fun personally. Like knowing all these girls more compared to last year was really enjoyable, and like inviting the freshmen to come on and having fun with them and laughing and stuff was really fun this whole season.
Is there a player or some players on this team that you're just like, wow, they're fun. They're really fun to watch.
Personally, I think Piper's really fun to watch. She always has like a good attitude walking into the gym, and she's always trying like these new tricks, and it's just so fun to watch her learn and get better every day.
And then finally, this year, 16-2 district championship. How do you, if you can remember the moment when you get to raise a trophy or celebrate as a team as district champs? How special was that moment for you?
It was really special because I'm like personally a really like big player of like sports and stuff, and this year like for volleyball we weren't district champions, but we went to the playoffs, which was really cool. But knowing that we were first and that we earned it and that we were working our whole summer on this was really fun to watch.
Well, it's earned you guys a bye in the playoffs. It's also earned a target on your back for next year when district and all the regular season games come about. So congratulations. Good luck to you in the playoffs. Good luck to all of you in the playoffs. Do we have anybody else? We good? Okay. Coach, both of you, I appreciate you coming on, and hopefully Coach Valle is feeling a little bit better. Sorry about yesterday, but we made it happen today. So, we'll look forward to catching up with Coach and talking about how you girls are doing in the playoffs, and depending on where do the playoffs typically happen? Do you know where games will happen?
So the area finals will be home here because we won district. Regional will be at a neutral site, and state is down in Waco.
Okay, so area finals will be here locally. I'm assuming. Where you got girls playing out of right now?
So we're at the RSID administration building.
Okay, yeah, I know where that's at. Okay, I need to get some information. It'd be fun to come out and watch you girls play for the first time this year in that first round of the playoffs. So, and I'll try to keep all my bad luck and bad stuff away. So sometimes I'm superstitious. I'm like, well, they've been doing fine without me there. Maybe I'll just stay away. Listen, congratulations and good luck to you girls. And heck of an accomplishment. And I know you're all proud. And just keep working hard. And we'll see where it goes. All right, we're going to let the Lady Lions go and take a quick break. When we come back, I'll just wrap this show up, and then we'll look forward to next week's show. Next week's show should be fun. It's Super Bowl week. Of course, we like to make predictions that ultimately will go wrong. So but we just come up here and act like we know what we're talking about, and that's half of it. So don't go anywhere. We appreciate Lady Lions dropping in, and we'll be right back.
Rockwall Ford is a proud sponsor of Rockwall County Game Day. Shop the Rock and score game-changing savings on our all-American lineup of new Fords. Shop our entire inventory online at rockwallford.com or build your truck your way at preordermyf150.com.
All right, back here live at Rockwall Ford. Just wanted to come back and wrap up for the night. We appreciate everybody coming on. It was good to be back. First show of 2025, and we won't stop going forward. We have so much to get to. Next Wednesday, we'll be here. Myself, hopefully James Branch and Kevin Wingfield will join me. We'll talk some NFL football. We'll talk about some local stuff that's going on with some of these players. Obviously, wrestling will be finished by then, so maybe we can get wrestling in here and talk with them, as well as soccer and basketball. All the crazy games that are going. Don't forget tomorrow night at Rockwall High School. The I-30 Classic Part 2 basketball this year. They will, they're super tight at the top of the district, and so tomorrow's game is a big one, and it should be a great atmosphere. I'm looking forward to it a lot. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, good to be back. Chris Pena, Rockwall County Game Day. We will see you on game day. We will see you tomorrow night. If you're at the I-30 Classic basketball game, I will be there. If not, I will see you here next Wednesday. Have a good night, and